Hello, my name is Rekutsko and welcome back to Break Chance Memento. A very exciting day indeed, I think. But either way, let's go ahead and get back into the storyline because we are starting to kind of die down a little bit on the whole killer thing. We already know what's going on with that. Apparently it was Fuyaka, who is an Echo, was the killer, and we've still no idea what the hell is going on with Kiosk. That's what we're going to be figuring out next, so there's the mystery there. And I don't know anything else. I have not gotten any farther past this. I know I said in the last video that I did take a little bit of extra, but I made sure that I stopped at this exact point with what I've gotten extra. And like I said last time, I will definitely be creating, at the end of this series of course, an extra video showing off all the cool extra content that I have managed to capture. So, I hope you guys are ready for that. But let's jump into the story already. Shuki goes to find Natsume, and as expected, he's passed out in bed. Yeah, that's best of luck waking him. Oh, you don't need to wish me luck. You don't have the years of experience that I do. Expecting this, Shuki is come armed with a cup of ice, but just as he gets close to the bed, Natsume opens his eyes. Shu-chan, what is it? Was he just pretending to sleep? Mom and Dad are back in town and we're having dinner with them, so hurry up and get ready. Mom and Dad? I think they'd prefer that I not. Mom invited you, personally. Natsume's eyes widen in disbelief. Did she really? I forgot we were at this point. This is going to be insanely interesting on what happens at this dinner. Oh god, Shuki refuses to admit that he played a large part in it, but his brother seems to know anyway. I mean, obviously Shuki had something to do with it, like, he wasn't just going to expect his mother to just change randomly, especially her opinion on the matter. Natsume smiles lopsidedly and pats Shuki's head. Aww, thanks Shuki. Alright, I'll go get ready. Oh, this is gonna be frick, dude. I'm actually very concerned about what this is going to be. Later, the three Amamiya brothers walk together back to their house. It's been a long time since we've been home. Shuki thinks back to Masaharu's funeral, but shakes his head to shove that painful memory away. Yeah, let's not go down that road. It never happened. We're not going to think about it. We haven't seen Mom and Dad since they've moved, huh? Yeah, they call us there from time to time, though. Seems really busy over there. Remind me to never go into the sciences. I mean, I don't think you really have the, Oh! Masaharu already said it for me. I think you need intelligence to go into the sciences. Yeah. Dude, really? Come on, Shuki, you gotta be smarter than that. You knew he was gonna be coming back with a freaking insult. Now. More importantly, Shu-chan's super cute. Aww. Please don't follow up with such a weak statement. Oh, they're all getting along. We all love each other. It's family. And god, now it's not necessarily family. Fuck! My boys! The mother greets them as soon as they enter the house. She awkwardly hugs them, and Shuki is reminded of how bad his mother is with shows of affection, but the gesture is obviously filled with the genuine feel. Aww. I really have missed Mom and Dad. Oh, their father walks over to Natsume, who's standing apart, and pats him on the shoulder. While making small talk with his mother, Shuki glances over to observe his father and brother. Natsume, how has your work been? Oh, it's alright. My boss has given me a lot more responsibilities now. So you're moving up from being a regular grunt? It certainly feels like it. Though if you ask me to make creme brulee, I might be in trouble. Well, if you say so. That must be difficult dish indeed. Your mother tries her best at cooking tonight, so hopefully it's palatable for you. I'm sure it's delicious. Aw, they're getting along. It's so weird. I haven't seen any of that happy in a long time. Dad's never blamed him as much as Mom has, but he's always kind of distant too. I'm glad. Aw. Oh, oh, lovely family dinner. It's so pretty. Fuck! The five of them sit down to dinner as they swap stories about the last couple of months. Is the lab almost done being rebuilt? Just about. I think another month or two will do it. And then their mother speaks up in a way that Shuki was almost too afraid to hope for. Natsume, Yes. You'll be graduating soon, yes? What are your plans after high school? She still looks super wow. His gaze travels over to Shuki, who just nods. Oh, you can do it! You can do it! You have the power! He hopes that Natsume can feel all the good luck vibes that he's trying to send them. I'm thinking of going to college and pursuing science. Not literature? You were always good at that. Lately I've been really fascinated by particle physics. I still like literature, but I don't think I want to pursue it as a career. Their mother looks surprised to hear this, but finally smiles. I think we've got it in a bag, guys. I see. It sounds like you've matured some in the last few months. I totally gave her a deep voice at the beginning there. That was kind of weird. But don't underestimate science. It's a difficult field, so you will have to apply yourself. Yes, I know, and, I will, Mom. Oh. And thank you for taking care of your brothers. You've done very well. When she looks away and breaks eye contact, at least to talk to Masaharu, Natsume looks down. Shuki swears he can see. Oh, I fucking can't right now. Oh my god. I'm so stupid. It's not worth it. Don't cry. It's so dumb. Natsume spends most of the night staring down at his plate awkwardly but smiling. Oh, that was even more squishier than when the brothers were all three hanging out. With his mind set and his determination particularly strong after dinner with his entire family, Shuki begins to anticipate future Natsume's return. I want to protect everyone this time. I didn't really get it before, but all my life people have been protecting me, taking care of me. I just soaked it all in without thinking, but this time I'm going to save everyone. His panic attacks become less and less frequent, as do his nightmares. With his trusty time machine missing from his wrist, at times Shuki wonders if everything he's experienced for the last several months was even real. All it takes is a sad smile from Natsume to remind Shuki of the gravity of their situation. This is real. It's really happening. I can't run away. I have to face Fuyuni head on and see what happens from here. And yeah, we've still yet to do anything with Fuyaka. I was thinking about it. I don't know what exactly the name for it is. It's Fuyuka? Fuyuka? I think it's Fuyuka. But there's like an A in between there or something like that. I still don't really know how to pronounce it. He doesn't have long to wait. Just 3 days later, he gets a text message from Natsume just as school ends, telling him to come to his room again. Come to my room, dear brother of mine. We have news and mystery afoot. Shuki hardens his resolve, and after gathering his things, he heads to his brother's room. Oh, we were in such a happy place, and now it's all weird and depressing and shit. You can't do this to me, game. It just doesn't work like that. My emotions are on a fucking roller coaster right now, and you're fucking me up. By the time he gets there, both Natsume are sitting down, and upon noticing them, they both wave. Hello, brothers of mine. This is just so weird. Shuki, glad you can make it. Wouldn't miss it. No, I suppose you wouldn't. Future Natsume hands Shuki's watch back to him. I get my watch back. I've made all the adjustments that I could. Shuki takes his time machine back and puts it onto his wrist. It's a heavy burden to bear, as it always has been, but he feels better when he can see it. I did the best I could, and I fixed up the coordinate that this Natsume. It's so weird to be talking like that. Even just like hearing it like this seems like a really weird thing to say. He gestures towards Natsume. Worked on. Analyzing the data from your watch, Shuki, I've created a composite memento that should be able to take you to see Fuyuka. Okay, so I was saying it wrong the whole time. It's Fuyuka in her time stream. I'm sure you guys have probably gotten annoyed by that by now. Should? Oh, is this the limbo thing? The best I could do is a 30% success rate. If I messed up in my calculations or any other unforeseen bugs pop up, then you two will end up in limbo. Not for long, of course. If we don't do something, the entire time stream will collapse in no time at all. The universe as we know it will cease to be. Or maybe just our part of it. The universe is too vast for me to really believe that all hinges on what's happening here. Either way, even if the whole universe doesn't explode, we're still screwed if this doesn't work. But you're going to go anyway. But I'm going anyway. we're going. When Shuki opens up his time machine menu, he sees a composite Memento in there. He stares at it, marveling at how close he is to Fuyuka. The real Fuyuka. At this very moment. I'm still screwing up that name. I'm sorry if it bothers you. There's no way I'm going to be able to fix it. I'm just dumb. You know, I think most people would try to talk you out of this. It's pretty reckless. I believe in you. Or math and science skills in you. And I believe in how much you care about me. About our family. You've done the best you can, so now it's our turn. I completely agree. I'm not sure that I can even thank you properly or if this is enough for you, but thank you. You sacrificed everything. I understand that I'd appreciate it more than I can say. So what happens when this universe gets their Fuyuka back? Does that affect all of the other universes surrounding them as well? Or is that like... Is that something that only affects this universe, yet this Natsume right here, the Dark Natsume, does his universe get fixed at all? Or is this literally just for the mainstream? Ever since I found out that my time stream isn't the main one, that it's only an echo and will eventually fold back into the main time stream as if it never existed, I've been pretty down. Okay, so that's what's going on. I failed Fuyuka a few years ago. But I also failed the rest of you. I feel like this whole issue has been one mess after another. But even so, thank you for having faith in me. I hope that it translates into success and happiness for you both. Shuki watches Natsume as he tinkers with his headphones. You got the Memento too? Yeah, I'm ready to go. As ready as I can be at any rate. Me too. Guys, I'm really proud of you, Shuki. My counterpart here probably doesn't say it enough. Oh no, he says it plenty. So much that I'm a little sick of hearing corny lines. Yet another way echoes are different from the real thing. Personality. He shakes his head while chuckling to himself. Then finally he has a sober look on his face as he says, "Good luck, you two. You can do this." Oh. We're both going. It's now or never. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. That would be terrible. That would be the most terrible thing I could ever... Holy shit. Wow. Looking at the raised landscape before them, Shuki and Natsume are silent for a long while. Relieved as Shuki is that they didn't get stuck in true limbo, there are other problems to deal with now. Is this Nagasaki? I can't tell. What signs that haven't been completely burned away are too charred to read or even see what language they were in? Shuki peers up at the sky and sees nothing but a thick cloud of smoke and dust, casting the entire area in a hazy, dim light. What time is it? And just where is this? I don't think we're in Nagasaki anymore, Shuki. The road done is in a more western style, I think. I don't know where we are, though. Your other self didn't tell you? He didn't know either. The Memento doesn't have any location or time information in the format we could read. He just made it so that we could travel to the unreadable time and place. Which is why it was probably a 30% chance. So, I guess it worked. At least it worked. In the distance, Shuki can just barely make out a city skyline burning with an unnatural light. Is this really where Fuyuni is? How could she bear being here? Maybe that explains why she felt she had to resort to such drastic measures. Oh man, this is fucked. There's nobody here. The buildings are all abandoned. There's no signs of life at all. No animals, no plants. What happened here? An apocalypse? Anywho, let's hurry and find Fuyuni. Is Kiosk here too? What have he and Fuyuni been up to living in this world alone? Shuki and Natsume walked for a few blocks, their eyes on the unchanging, constantly burning landscape as they solemnly walked the streets. A high bell-like voice calls from them from far away. one that has become all too familiar for them both.
Oh, it's so weird. Oh my god.
I can't believe that you two are here. I was going to bring you here soon, but to think you'd come here on your own. How can it be possible? Fuyuka. Where's Masani? Why didn't he come with you two? In the years since Fuyuka's death, Shuki has thought of his sister again and again. There were so many things I wanted to tell her. So many things I wanted to ask, but she was gone before I could say goodbye. And now here she is, but I don't even know where to start. Masa's not here. Shuchen and I are the only ones who could time travel. Oh, that watch! The one Shuki has must be the other one that he gave him. Anywho, where's yours and how did you get here? It's a very long story.
It is, like a succession of 27 plus episodes.
Natsume too seems to be struggling with how best to speak to Fuyuka. We have all the time in the world, Annie. You tell me everything. I just want to hear your voice. You don't know how much I long to hear it. She reaches for Shuki's and he flinches at first, but his sister's arms are around him before he can get away. Contrary to his fears, he does not melt away. Fuyuka is solid and warm, despite himself, and despite everything. Shuki trembles as he clings to her.
Oh, I knew the whole meeting up thing was gonna be super emotional too. My heart is bleeding.
Fuyuni, I've missed you. I've missed you so much.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here.
The feeling of completeness, of completeness, of finding someone Shuki has long given up for dead is much more powerful than Shuki had anticipated. I thought that I'd given up. I thought that I accepted Fuyuni's death a long time ago, but I never really did. Suddenly, he can understand all too well why his future self would go to such lengths. The thought brings him back to reality, dread sinking into his body like a stone in water. Shuki. Natsume's voice is whisper soft. That's all he has to say. Reluctantly, as if tearing off one of his own limbs, Shuki pulls away from his sister. Fuyuni. Fuyuka. We have to talk. There isn't enough time. Her smile falters. What do you mean? We have plenty of time. Now that you're here, we could stay together forever. Or are you worried about Masani? Don't worry. Let's work together to bring him here. I would never leave him behind, of course. You can't, Fuyuni. What? Shuki, why are you yelling at me? What's... Every time you try to bring someone here, it kills them. They die.
And I don't know if that was black and white or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and guess that it probably ended up being so.
They die in the most horrible of ways. I don't want to see that anymore. I don't want anyone to care about die like that anymore. Don't you understand? Didn't you see it? What? Shuki, she never saw any of that. Her echoes caused those things to happen. Don't blame her for that. Annie, this isn't the time to be soft. I'm not being soft, I just don't want Fuyuka to suffer anymore. You still blame yourself. But Fuyuka just laughs brokenly. They die? Of course they die. They have to die so that Shuki can save them. So that Shuki can find the keys. The keys? What are the keys? Shuki finally lets all the thoughts and suspicions he has meld together. You're talking about the mementos. Every time I saved one, you took the mementos I used. Those are the keys we need to bring everyone here. And those keys had to come from you. He and I, we can't travel to your world. Not really. But if you put the keys into the time machine, we can get them from you. That's what he told me. Everything finally makes sense. Fuyuka didn't truly want to murder anyone. Their death was simply means to an end. A horrible end. Fuyuni, listen to me. Listen. Shuki takes his sister's hand in his. This isn't where we're all supposed to be. This isn't where you're supposed to be. What do you mean? He bites his lip, knowing full well that his future self that's responsible for Fuyaka being here, for all this agony. You know, in our world you died. But then in the future, I couldn't accept that. I went back in time to try and save you. But you couldn't. What? Future you couldn't save me. Not there. That's why I'm still dead in your world. That's why I'm here. This is the only place where I can exist. It's not true, Fuyuni. You understand, don't you? About all the different universes? There's another universe out there. Where you're alive and we're all happy. Shuki couldn't bring himself to finish the sentence because he himself doesn't believe in his own words. In a way, she's right. What does it matter if there's an alternate universe where none of this happens? That's not our world. We're not together in this world. Fuyuka, we can't be together in this universe. It's just impossible. Inu, no matter how many keys you gather, we can't stay here. You're not supposed to be here. The time stream wasn't supposed to be like this. The time streams, they're all merging, Fuyuni. Merging? At this rate, the time stream is going to completely collapse upon itself. Everyone will die. Just like they did when your echoes touched them. Fuyaka shakes, her face blank with disbelief. Kyo-chan! She screams out a name as she whirls away from Shuki and Natsume. You didn't tell me any of this, Kyo-chan. You said if Shuki got the keys, we could save everyone. But they're just dying. We're all just dying and we can't be together. Kyo-chan, why did you lie to me? Or are Enu and Shuki lying to me? Fuyuka begins to sob, her crying the only sound against the crackle of fires throughout the area. For several seconds there is no answer. Then, finally, Shuki can hear footsteps. Of course he understands just who Kyo-chan is. Oh, I'm so sorry, but I have to end it here. Oh my god. Okay. Done. So done right now. We're going to figure out exactly what Kiosk is really up to. Because obviously there's something more behind him wanting to get these keys. I don't think it's a good thing. And I think we're looking down to a very fierce battle between Shuki and Inu and Kiosk. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but we will see in the next video. So, please like and subscribe in order to get the next video straight to you. And obviously, give a like to the video if you liked it, because that is awesome of you if you did so. But regardless of that, I'll see you guys in the next one. So, that little icon off to the side, somewhere around here, is going to lead you to the subscription, as well as the other videos all around the place that are going to be able to lead you to extra content. So, peace out.